Welcome to round 2, we are back with that sweet Delirium deck. Won the die roll and kept that fine hand. It's nothing special, but just some lands and a sweet curve. I could definitely use some Delirium Enabler given the Stranger and the Scavenger, but I'm just playing some good creatures, so that sounds pretty solid to me. Rabbit Bite is definitely nice. It's not really a Delirium Enabler, but I don't have many sorceries in my deck, so it's one card that's pretty good to have, and that will definitely let me help having Delirium. Blue-black, alright, sure. Maybe we are playing against the zombie player this time. An Illuminator, alright, that card is pretty good. Basically it's 1/3 flyer, and each time you investigate twice. At least the first time each turn. So I might wanna use my bite next turn. Let me read that. Alright, well that works pretty well together. So if I'm drawing a land next turn, I might actually try to wait, because if you rabbit bite with the patrol you get a clue, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, it does work. So I guess I'm going down to 19 there, which is fine. Alright, what is up? A Nibelisk of Dusk. No problem. That's not really an issue. I think I will beat down. If my opponent wants to trade, I'm fine with that. If they want to take 3 and deal 3 to me during my turn, I'm also fine with that. And probably play the patrol afterwards, given that I drew a land. And that I kinda want to use the rabbit bite with the patrol. Seems like a very sweet interaction. Could also play the binding, but it doesn't seem that great. And I could bite something, but that doesn't seem necessary, and that's pretty bad mana-wise. So I think all in all the best play is patrol. And next turn, unless they remove that from the game, or they keep mana open, in which case I would not rabbit bite, I can either rabbit bite, put a clue, draw one card, or if I draw land, I can rabbit bite Kindly Stranger, which seems like a fairly good tempo play. A Cursed Witch. That card is pretty good, slightly annoying to play against, don't like that too much. There's not a whole lot I can do about it though. I drew a land, which is good. I think I definitely need to get rid of this flyer and not take too many damage. Alright, sweet combo. How am I beating the witch is the question. I think I'm fine trading either of my creature for the witch if they want to block. I mean, it's annoying, I become cursed, but I get a clue out of the deal. And I cannot just stay there and not attack and not do anything, so I don't think, I don't think just staying there and not doing anything is gonna be good to me. It also helps me with the scavenge, which probably will end up being relevant at some point. Quite annoying to be cursed that early in the game. But apparently the opponent misclicked and enchant itself. Jeez. Yeah. Or maybe it just stays there. I don't know. Maybe on MTG, when I play this on Paper Magic, I just put it, on my opponent board because they are enchanted, but maybe on MTGO, it just put it there even though I'm enchanted. And I think I am enchanted. Yeah, yes I am, alright. That makes sense. Alright. So let's beat down with the... Ooh, they could have the Storm Rider Spirit, so I think it's wrong to attack with Kindly Stranger. So yeah, because if they have the 3/3 flyer with Flash, I get tossed on my neck, and I really don't want that to happen. They have a Throttle. Alright, I did not really expect that, but I guess I could have both, in theory, so there is that. Definitely using Binding there. Maybe I should have attacked, but attacking with that into 5 mana, including blue, open from the opponent seems like a very poor play to me. Especially since this card is like extremely powerful and important. So I think I definitely stand by my play, even though they might not have had the 3/3 flyer. Yeah. I think it's much safer and better to do it this way. My opponent might stop to attack there. If they are attacking, it's probably not a good news for me, because it probably means that they have more things going on afterwards, which I cannot assume is gonna be good for me. Furtive homunculus. I don't really care about that at all. Yeah. Accomplice is slightly annoying though, I'm not gonna lie. Let's try to draw things. Ulwen... I will not... Ulwenwald Mysteries. Not bad. Especially since I have some clues onto the battlefield. It's actually pretty solid top deck. So I guess at that point I'm attacking with my zombies and passing the turn. I think I'm fine trading those for the Ghoul Color Apprentice or the Skulker. Don't really want to trade my Stranger for one of his creature and my opponent double blocking. That seems pretty poor. I'm worried about the curse and that, but it's gonna kill me really slowly. So I'm not too worried either. And if I can draw the Graph Mole, I will be unstoppable. Really unstoppable. Alright, sure. No problem whatsoever. Fine. I could have sacrificed a clue already and see if I can draw something, but I think I don't think there's a 1-drop or 2-drop that I would play before sacrificing a clue, especially when maybe actually. Yeah. I think it was right to actually sacrifice a clue second main phase and see if I can get something that I would want to play. I don't, but I did not. I might not, but it could have mattered, so. The best top deck currently, I think, is Graph Mole. Like, that thing would really put me in a solid spot. And if I top deck that off the first clue, I might actually wait to sacrifice the other one. Jeez! That's broken. Well, my opponent does have a very sweet card here. Chase is quite hard to beat. Especially since I'm already a bit behind. Definitely not something I wanted to see. I do have a Stranger that could transform quite soon. I'm drawing 2 cards, putting 2/1/1. I just need to hit Delirium, and I should be in a very good spot if I do so. Not very good. This might be a bit exaggerated, but I should be in a decentish spot if I do. Vessel is gonna help me doing that for sure. And a forest. Alright. Farbug Revenant. Yeah, I think I definitely want to try to get my Delirium here. I just need to... Yeah, unless there's no land, I'm getting Delirium, which is great. Alright. Ooh, Graph Mole, definitely picking that. Amazing. That's great, that's great. So now, what I can do is safely use that, because I don't think there's anything my opponent could do at instant speed for 1 blue. And that was a very good turn for me. Alright, and I got the Graph Mole too, which should help me not dying from the thing. Yes, I want to use the ability. Okay, this attack you, and this attack chase, this attack chase, and this attack chase. 4, 6. Alright. Sweet. I will not F6, because if my opponent does have a removal for one of my cards, I might want... No, actually I will not. No, I can F6, because I will not sacrifice my clue yet, because I have the mole in the hand. So despite being cursed, we are in a solid spot here. That was very good, like that Nascency top deck, but I have 2 of them in my deck. I was throwing 3 cards before my main phase, so it's not like crazy surprising either. A Mangler and a Revenant, pretty solid. I'll still be able to attack with one of my creatures, so it's fine. Sure. And I have a Revenant of my own, which actually kind of beats the curse to some extent. So I definitely don't mind that. A Traben Gargoyle. Not accomplishing much yet, but it's not bad either. I guess I can run out all my creatures. Do I have a reason to keep something in hand? I don't think so. Yeah, I guess I could have kept 2 mana to potentially sacrifice something. That doesn't seem necessary, and I might want to attack. I might want to be able to attack with my Gargoyle next turn. All right, things are looking great. Feel much more comfortable now, and despite my opponent cursing me quite early in the game and then playing a Jace, looks like we are in a solid spot. Right. I think I can just flip that. Don't really like doing that when my opponent has all their mana available, but like there's nothing else I can do here, so I might as well. And I guess we are swinging with everything but the mole and the humans. And if my opponent wants to swing back, we are with their Tharbug Revenant. I'm actually fine with that, I think. And that's quite a lot of pressure, so if they don't use a Removal, this will kill them pretty fast, because they can block here, gain 1, and then take 11, so they would go down to 3. Double chump block, no problem. I would assume... Alright, that's gonna be game. Yeah. The sweet Graph Mole Ulwenwald Mysteries won. I guess the thing that won me this game is more the Delirium, but you know, it's what the deck is supposed to do. Alright, so blue-black control-y mid-range with Jace. Jace is pretty annoying to my deck, because I'm not really fast enough to deal with it efficiently. The good news is that I do have enough card advantage to maybe beat it, even if they manage to draw a few cards. I guess Mutation could help me kill Jace, but Pump Spell are not that great against blue-black deck in general. And yeah, I don't think this is gonna be great. I think I should just keep the deck the way it is. I guess there's the Vessel that could be an option against the blue-black deck, but I'm not sure what I would cut to put it in the deck, so... Yeah, I think I'll keep things the way they are. Yeah, I'm really happy with this deck. It works very well, quite synergistic. It's just great. All right, that's definitely a keep. 2-drop, 3-drop, Ever After for the late game, Landscape for the Delirium. Couldn't dream of a better hand. I think I will play that right away. First, it makes sure it doesn't get I can make sure it doesn't get counter. Second, my opponent is not playing any werewolf. So I think it's fine. Most of the time I kind of like to keep that in hand in some matchup, but here I think it's actually right to just put it right away. It will also save me mana later on, so I think it's completely fine. As my opponent might have the 1-3 we saw game 1. Furtive Homunculus, no problem. The question now is, if they attack, do I block? Because blocking helps me with Delirium. Putting creatures in my graveyard is nice for Ever After, and I think I will try to win this off the long game. Another option would be not to block, and then I can just block with my Stranger. But they might have the Stitcher. They choose not to attack either way. Alright, I'm completely fine with that. I think I will propose the trade. Like, again, with Delirium, I really don't mind putting creatures in my graveyard. And I have also Ever After. I think any creature trade we can make is fine. So yeah, sure. We can trade if that's what you do. Which, jeez, cannot manage to talk properly. This might get countered. If it is countered, well, it's it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Alright, it is countered, sure. Cannot reanimate it, unfortunately, but it be what it be. I mean, my opponent might think that they are playing control and that they should just trade and not worry, but I think given Ever After and the solid card advantage tools I have in my main deck, I'm fine going into the late game. That thing is very annoying, though. I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very annoying. Especially since I don't have a lot of board pressure right now. So I don't really like that too much. That being said, I will not block. I will just take the damage next turn. I can't really afford to block when this might be enabled next turn. If I'm lucky enough. I just need an artifact. I should probably get a land of the 4 cards to put in my graveyard, and then I just need an artifact, an enchantment. I mean, an artifact, an instant, or a sorcery, so there is that. I guess my Stranger might just die right away, though. I would not... Ooh, jeez. Well, that's gonna be hard. My opponent just played the same amazing card both game. Game 1 I was able to do something about it, but here it might just not work out for me. Yeah. I think they will just give me enough tempo of Jace to put me low enough that I will just die to the curse, unfortunately. Not too much I can do about that, though. Like, Jace is really good and very hard to beat, obviously. So I'm quite sure that they will be bouncing my Stranger there. They might not. If they don't, I'm just gonna take the damage. Whatever. It's slightly annoying, you don't want to get too low against the Witch, but again, I'm not sure what I can... There's just not much I can do about that. Worst case scenario is if my opponent does have another an instant bounce spell in hand, then I think I just cannot win this game. And since they scry and draw, I would assume that they do have the bounce spell. That will make us lose the game, most likely. And they put a card on top. That cannot be good news. That cannot be good news. Alright, what is up next, my friend? An Accomplice. That doesn't do much. I mean, it's not really worrisome. Alright. Let's Vessel out. Ooh, sweet. So I did it. Actually, I don't have a land here. I do have the landscape in my hand, but I'm putting a sorcery. Does it matter? Yes, it does matter. All right, good enough. Good enough. I don't really know what I want here. Maybe the gargoyle, so I can have a cheap creature that can jump the thing. So at this point, I think my only play is just to pray that they don't have the instant speed bounce spell. Otherwise, I just straight up lose. I cannot beat an instant speed removal, so I will not removal or bounce spell, so I will not play around it. And they do have it, pretty much as I expected, and I think it's gonna be game over because now I cannot kill Jace. I can play the gargoyle, jump there, but I mean, I can try to play it, but I don't think there's a way to win that. Jace is incredibly hard to beat, and yeah, my opponent was on the play, just played that on turn 4 and this on turn 5. There is just no way for me, I think, unfortunately. I will not concede yet, though. But yeah, they can just bounce my thing again with Jace here and put me down to 6. I would need to assemble the Graph Mole and Mystery combo to try to gain life, but other than that, there's like strictly no way. And they have one more bounce. Like, this card is so unfair. I mean, Planeswalker are extremely unfair to play against in limited, obviously, but and another, yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. This is game over. I'm not dead yet. Actually, I am, because if I kill that, then they bounce, I go to 1, and they can kill me. Quite unfortunate, quite unfortunate. Yeah. Don't think I could have done anything. Like, it was pretty clear that if they add the other instant speed bounce pad, I would straight up lose. So, yeah. Just feels like there's not much I could have done here. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah. That chase just tossed me on my neck. All right, let's play first, and I think it's a keep. Autumnal Gloom seems like an amazing card against my opponent. It's gonna be enabled quite efficiently with the Vessel, which could help me getting a black for Farbog Revenant. So even though it doesn't look amazing, I think this hand is actually quite solid, especially in this specific matchup. Yeah, I think that this card can actually completely wreck my opponent. They might just have the Witch to trade, I guess, but still. I think it's quite solid, and I drew a black, which I can definitely appreciate. Alright, let's pass the turn. Next turn I'm probably playing Revenant, because I don't think this will already be enabled. Accomplice, sure. If it is, I will play it though, that's for sure. So, I guess I'm picking Stranger there, and I'm 1 card away from having Delirium. Alright, fine. Unless I'm missing something, no. Creature, enchantment, land. Alright. Let's play a little Revenant. And next turn I can also play the Gloom and start milling me. That could be an option. If they keep 3 mana available, I will do that because my thing is an enchantment, so they cannot countering with Deny Existent or whatever is the name of counter target creature spell. So that's definitely gonna be my play of choice if they tap out. Otherwise I might just play the Stranger. A Mangler tapping my Revenant. Alright, sure. That's something, I guess. I'm just really worried about Jace. Like, if my opponent play next turn the Witch and on turn 5 Jace, like, again, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. It's just unwinnable. Despite my deck being pretty good, I think, it just feels extremely unwinnable to me. By doing that, I use my mana slightly worse, but at least I can play that when they potentially have a counter-target creature spell available, which I think is a slightly better thing for me than just playing that. Also, if I play that, I don't have any blocker, which is pretty bad, so I take 4 free damages for no reason, unless I just hit very luckily with something. So yeah, I think I like that better. And next turn I can just play the Gloom, mill myself for 2, and hopefully we'll get there. Revenant, sure. And I guess that's gonna be it. At least that's no Witch, which I can definitely appreciate. I'm definitely blocking if they attack, especially now that they played the Revenant, which is probably a bad play. I mean, you can attack with the Mangler first and see if I want to block. Because there could be games in which I don't really want to block. Alright, let's play the Gloom and mill myself. Good news is that since I have Ever After, milling myself is also good for that reason. So that's sweet. So hopefully I'll get an artifact creature would be perfect. Beating does the work. Sweet. And again, I think this should be very good at in this matchup. So that's sweet. All right, so we got the Kindly Stranger enabled. We have the Ancient Dude enabled too. If I reanimate 2 creatures next turn, I do lose the Delirium though. But I might still do that because getting it back is not so hard. And putting 2 creatures into the battlefield seems like a good option to me. I did not attack with my Revenant because I can just block with their own Revenant, so that doesn't make much sense. And hopefully we will not see Jace. The issue here is that I cannot really attack with the Ancient. I guess I can. I can do that if I just keep the... But no, yeah, if they keep mana available, I cannot attack because I would not be able to kill something in response with the Stranger. But now that they do have the other. Alright, I will not attack and try to... Because if they just double block and then bounce my Stranger in response to the trigger, it's just gonna be awful for me. So it doesn't sound very good to me at all. Hopefully I don't draw land, as I just did. Alright. That is slightly annoying. So I have 2 options there. I could main phase, get rid of the Mangler, and then if they have a bounce, I play that thing back. Yeah, that seems actually fine. And this way I don't get blown back mid-combat. Alright, this actually managed to flip. That's nice, that's nice. Yes. And I will definitely attack with both, and I'm glad to trade this for a Farbog Revenant, because I have the Ever After. It's like a completely fine trade for me. So if my opponent wants to double block there, I'm completely happy with that. And they might just not do it because I could have some pump spell too. All in all, I really like the fact that they did not have the bounce spell. And the good news is, if I Ever After that and this, then I still have my Delirium, and they went for the double block. Alright, that's very sweet. Definitely like that, especially since I know they don't have the pump spell. And yeah, again, that's a trade I'm really willing to make given the Ever After. Alright. And also, killing their Farbog Revenant is pretty good given that I do have one of my own. Let's say they play Jace. Well, Jace is not gonna do a whole lot because my thing has X-proof, so even Jace is not gonna help them too much. That game seems to be going pretty well. I still be happy not to see Jace though. Even though if it's not the most threatening thing right now, it's quite good. Diregraph Colossus. Alright, alright. Yeah, the Mangler is a zombie. Don't really want to trade my Ancient Dude for... Ooh, they attack. Alright. Now I can attack. I would not have been able to attack otherwise. That seems like a very weird play to me. But I definitely don't mind that. Because attacking seems like a good option. I guess they could have Grotesque Mutation, but if they do, I 2-for-1 my opponent, which I think is quite good. And they lose the Diregraph Colossus, which I would assume is pretty good in general, so... Like, if they want to block and use Mutation, it's fine. Also, it's a play that's very weak against quite a bunch of things, so... Like, if I have a Throttle, they just straight up lose by doing that, so... I would assume that it's not gonna happen. That was a weird attack, at least to my opinion. At least in my opinion. Okay, let's get back those 2 sweet creatures. Can I target that, please? Yup. And that should help me winning this game quite efficiently. Because games where you are flipping that twice are games that you are likely to win. I would argue. So did they get the bounce spell in the meantime? Maybe. I mean, if they want to bounce any of my creature, I'm fine with that. It means that next turn I can freely recast the Stranger and flip it right away. So, again, definitely don't mind that. Oh, I did actually lose Delirium. How? No, never mind, I still have Delirium. Yeah. I was a bit puzzled for a few seconds. Alright, just a win. No problem. I'm not sure why my opponent is trying to race me. Feels a bit weird. If they have another Mangler, it's slightly annoying. From under the floorboards. Alright, that's pretty solid. Yeah, that card is fairly hard to beat, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, Concoction is not a bad draw. Definitely not playing my Forest and making the same misplay as I did all games. I think I'm just flipping that right away, honestly. Getting rid of the Colossus. My opponent has a very sweet deck, like From Under the Floorboard and Jace are really strong, and then they have a bunch of good zombies, so that's quite crazy. And I think I can freely attack with everything there. I mean, but the Gargoyle, obviously. Alright. Good. If my opponent takes all the damage, they go down to 5. And then Gargoyle is gonna be 1 point away from being lethal. And I play my Patrol, yeah. Despite my opponent playing some very good rares, I think I will win that. They have quite a bunch of jump blockers there, though. But they are dead on the board from the Gargoyle and the Farbog Revenant, so they need to do something. And this means that you are dead. Alright. Well, my opponent just accepted. I don't know. Don't know what that was. But you know, you should probably just... why did I play that land? That was bad and unnecessary. That being said, my opponent... no, there's no card that costs 0 here, so... yeah, they are just straight up dead on the boards. Not sure what that was. You'd rather just keep your mana open and maybe represent something. This way I don't go for the kill. Don't really understand that play. Seemed slightly weird to me. Am I... yeah, Skull. Yeah, my opponent cannot block here. Alright, yeah. That's gonna be game. Unless I'm missing something, which I don't think I am. And we managed to beat the deck with Jace and From Under the Floorboard. Sweet! So I hope you enjoyed this match. If you did, feel free to leave a like or subscribe. It's really appreciated. And I see you guys for the finals.